My name is Happiness.
Oh,
I am 18 years old now, and last year, around September, my family, especially my parents, they forbid me to come to the church. They would take me physically out of the church when I was there.
But, sorry to cut you off.
It's okay, Bishop.
What did you do? Why they decided to forbid you from coming to church, and what happened? Why did they change? What happened to them?
Bishop, honestly, it's not for me to answer because I physically did not do anything wrong by coming to church. Usually a parent would urge their child to come to church. They would want their child to be in church instead of being in the world. Because I have a lot of siblings, I have many sisters who make very bad decisions. They don't have real relationships with God, and my parents don't stop them from doing the bad things they do. But in my case, when it comes to God, when it comes to me wanting to do something for God, the devil used my parents, used my entire family against me.
Okay, so it's understandable why they tried to stop you from coming to church, because they were used by the devil.
Exactly, yes.
And what did you do, knowing that you were not able to come to church because they didn't allow you?
Okay, Bishop. Well, to begin, I wasn't allowed to come to church for a total of 240 days. 240 days of not physically being in the church. And when I say physically, it's because spiritually, I never left. Spiritually, I never let go of my faith. And during those 240 days, I had to find any way possible to feed my faith. When it began, Bishop, my father, one Sunday morning, when I didn't want to go to a church that they were going to, he came upstairs to my room, took this phone that was not previously shattered. He took it and shattered it in the bathroom floor, if you could see. Shattered it to pieces. And since then, for a few months, I was without a phone. There was no working computer in my house, so I couldn't get in contact with anyone. I couldn't get in contact with people to, tell me the service or tell me the message of the day or something. So I had to figure out ways to feed my faith, because at the time, they took away the Bibles that I had. They took away the books that I had, the clothes from the church that I had. Everything that I had from the church, my father made me take everything out of my room, put it in a garbage bag, and send it outside to the dumpster. So I didn't have anything in my house to feed my faith with. So I had to be smart. I had to know that, yes, even though physically I'm not in the church, I have to feed my faith. I'm not going to give up. So I made myself a Bible right here. This is a journal that's disguised, so my parents wouldn't know that I had anything from the church. As you could see, there's nothing that says Universal Church on it. I actually took some verses from the Bible, and I wrote it so that I can meditate on it when I couldn't read my Bible. So I had a bunch of things here that I used during those days. Also, when I didn't have a cell phone, I used my assignment pad from school to record all the numbers that I needed. I hid it in my assignment pad because I didn't want them to know. If they knew, they would have probably torn it up, thrown it out, whatever. So I had to hide that there. I did purposes by myself. I redid some of the purposes from the church, like this, the 17 Days of War. This was maybe sometime in 2011 that we had this, and I redid this. I redid the Seeking the Holy Spirit, 21 Days Fasting. Okay. I redid. And I actually started a countdown since the day that I was physically forbidden to come to the church. I started a countdown on this little calendar that I had. All the way down there, 240, and every single day, until my birthday. I marked.
Until you turned 18.
Until I turned 18, until I was free to make my own decision, I marked every day. For someone who received the Holy Spirit, who has had a connection, some kind of encounter with God, and knows who God is now, you can't give up that. There's nothing else that you could turn to. Bishop.
You had everything to give up. Huh?
Everything was against me. I had no one on my side. I had no one in my house agreed with my faith. Everyone turned against me as if I was the devil himself. I was called the devil by one of my sisters. I was called many things. I was beaten by my father. I was, called many kinds of names, screamed at. I was followed. Sometimes when I'm not even going to the church, I've been followed. A lot of things. And for those assistants or members who, give up on their faith for something so small, something that doesn't add to their lives, something that's just so trivial, it shows that they really didn't have a relationship with God to begin with. It shows that maybe they were in the church because they received a blessing, but they really never had an encounter with God as yet. So that's why when something bad happens, or if they didn't like the way something was done in the church, they automatically leave. But for me, it was different and it is different because I have the Holy Spirit, and when you have the Holy Spirit, nothing can stop you, and I didn't allow anything to stop me.
And now, you turned 18.
Yes, Bishop.
So you are free to make your own choice, your decision. And your parents know about that.
Yes, they do.
What do you want? Now, what do you have in mind to do?
What I have in mind to do is to expose my life. My life, I want it to be an open book for everyone that I can help, everyone that it can relate to in any way, because I told God that I want to serve you no matter what. Use me however you want. Whatever experience I go through during this 240 days, use it, because at the end of the day, it's just to save souls for you. So I was ready and willing to go through that painful experience just to be used by God.
Yeah.
Something that I would like to say also is that, sometimes you're going through difficult moments and you forget to thank God for the great moments that you've had in life. You forget to thank God for the little things that He's done for you. Especially since I was physically out at the church for so many days, it helped me remember all the times that God has helped me, all the things that God has done in my life. And for just anyone who's watching this, you have to always remember that thanking God is above everything. You have to thank God for every experience, because even though it's not good at the time, He's going to use it to bless other people. He's going to use it to help other people in the future. And just be grateful for the blessings that you have. Nothing's going to last forever, so we have to be grateful for when God blesses us, for when He gives us, good moments in our lives. And during the bad moments, we have to be strong, knowing that no matter what, we're going to overcome because Jesus overcame.